Your service is not an indicator of whether or not your behavior after your service is going to be helpful or harmful to your country. I spent 20 years in the military.
That's right. You're a colonel. You were a colonel before you retired. That's correct.
So I started off as a private E1, the lowest of the low. I worked me up. When I got out, I didn't go around condemning my country and saying that the victims of 9/11 deserve to die because the citizens have come home to roost. Oh, sure.
Okay.
You want to try to provide some justification by saying it was taken out of context, but time again.
Right, but remember, see, the problem with that statement is that was a statement that was made by a former ambassador that he was quoting. He didn't make that statement directly. He actually was quoting a former ambassador from the Reagan administration that had made the statement. So, see, the problem I have is I don't have a problem with critiquing what people have to say, because we have to always be accountable for the things that we say. But we have to make sure that when we critique somebody, we show the whole clip, because anybody can take a piece of something and make you look like a fool. And so I don't want people to believe that that's everything that they saw in those little minutes or those 30 seconds of Pastor Wright is all who he is.
The Wright has, after that, given statements and that, those clips, did things that were harmful to our country, including going to a foreign country, consorting with terrorists. Just because someone else has said something that is harmful to our country does not give me any excuse to do that myself if I indeed have respect for and love my country. So you can't cast a shadow on someone else to try to divert attention from what it is that you're saying and you're doing. So the man, Mr. Barack Obama, wants to be the leader of our country, so we have to look at his behavior. For example, he has been friends with known and unrepentant terrorists.
You talk about Mr. Ayers.
Yes, exactly. And,
okay.
He's also been quoted in a tape of him saying that working class America in Pennsylvania are so bitter that they cling to guns and religion.
Yes, he did, and he did apologize about that. He's still growing as a candidate.
Every time you find something about what Senator Barack Obama has said and done that indicates that he's not ready for prime time, try to find an excuse. What you need to do is take a look at the whole picture, make an excuse, and then make an evaluation. Is this someone you want to be the leader of your country? And that's all that anyone can ask any voter to do.
Right.
To take a look at a candidate.
I agree. I think that people need to be looked at in their totality, but I don't believe that everything should be held against the person. Some people could look back into John McCain's past and say that John McCain was part of what they call the Keating Five during that the savings and loan scandal in the 1980s. And a lot of people can say, well, if you look at that taints his record. But should we hold him against that?
Oh, definitely. If you believe that that is something that disqualifies him from being president, then you most certainly hold it against him. We cannot make excuses for candidates.
Right.
We cannot have Senator Barack Obama being an affirmative action candidate. We ignore everything about it, make excuses, and put him in because of the color of his skin. That would be going against what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. taught us.
But you know, the thing is, it's very interesting about...
I can finish this statement and you can ask another question. What Martin Luther King Jr. taught us...
Okay.
Judge a person...
by the content of their characters, to the color of their skin.
The color of their skin. So we cannot, as black people, start making excuses for Senator Barack Obama because he's black. We need to hold him up to the same scrutiny. He cannot be an affirmative action candidate as he would do with other candidates.
Well, I will say that Barack Obama probably had, in the beginning when he first started, probably more white support than he did black. And I think that after people had a chance to kind of look at him and stuff, they were encouraged by him. I think the one thing that people need to recognize, and all of us can say about Senator Barack Obama, no matter who you are, Republican, white or black or Democratic, that he does have he has hit a tone in America. People are frustrated in this country. A lot of people are. There are a lot of things that are not right in America, but that doesn't mean that the best days of America are behind them. And there's nothing wrong with trying to give hope. Hope is a powerful weapon. And when you talk about hope, it seems to be resonating, especially with the young people. And I think if we have to give anybody some credit, we have to give him credit for at least bringing out that number, that group of people to be involved in the political process. We have to at least give him that type of credit.
Indeed. And once people come out and take a look at Senator Barack Obama, then they have to judge him based upon his policies and not merely his charismatic personality.
And I agree with that. I agree 100%. And I've said that several times in my show, that we shouldn't get caught up in the euphoria, but we need to examine people and see what is the best choice for us.